Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Don with Driving Everest here, and today we're going to be talking about the Quadratec Dead Pedal. So this particular mod has been on back order for 3 months now, and it finally came in, and I couldn't be more excited. Sometimes it's the little things. This is going to be a great addition to those long drives on the highway to give me a place to rest my foot, but also when we're wheeling. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the box and get started. All right guys, so looking inside here, we've got our hardware. We've got our Quadratec branded hinge and mounting plate. Full color instructions. These are great. It's not complicated, but it gives you a list of the tools as well as some of the steps to complete it. And then of course the dead pedal itself. So this thing is beefy. This thing is 3 inches wide by just shy of 10 inches long, and it's solid. It's going to give me a great surface to rest my foot on when we're on these long cross-country trips. Plus, when I'm off-roading, it's going to give me a great position to keep myself firmly planted in the seat. So, before we go ahead and walk around, we'll go ahead and open these bags up. We'll get the actual pedal assembly together, and then we'll take it around and get it put in place. All right, so we've got everything laid out. We've got our socket set. We went ahead and got a metric Allen key, our hardware, our instructions to give us a reference point, and then the 2 pieces. And before we take this over to the inside, we're gonna wanna go ahead and get it assembled, and then we'll be able to mount it in place. So it's actually got 3 mounting points, 1, 2, 3, and it's gonna come together just like this. So we'll go ahead, get it all set up, and we'll take it inside and put it in. As far as the mounting position goes, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the first one. We can put it in there, see if we like that. Now that is the default one that the instructions has, so hard to go wrong with that. You're going to put your bolt through, you're going to put a washer on the other side, and then you're going to throw, and hopefully not drop, that nylon nut. And this is why we're doing it on a solid surface, so it didn't drop. Go ahead and feed the one through on the other side. Now there's going to be an extra set of M8 washers that are in there, but those are going to be used later on the inside. We're just using the M6 to go with that. So that's about as tight as it gets. Now this is going to be, of course, a 10 millimeter here. Go ahead and put that on. And grab, it looks like this size. Now I'm not going to do it super tight while we're out here. And that way it's got a little play, and we can adjust it once we get it in. And there you have it. So we still got a little bit of play, and that's good. That's just how we want. So we're going to take this, we're going to take our tools, and we're going to take those 2 M8 washers and head over the driver's side. All right, so we've got everything laid out here. And now, if we come down in here and look, let's see if I can show you this without knocking the camera over. Right up in here this is where you're going to actually need that 13 millimeter deep socket. That's going to be coming through the firewall. Now, this is because I have an automatic transmission. Obviously, the dead pedal, there's not enough room in here if you have a manual. But we'll go ahead. You are going to need that 13 millimeter deep socket. It will not work without it. So we'll go ahead and get up in here. There we go. So now that that's out of there, you're going to want to take those two M8 washers and we're going to slide those right over on top. And next up comes the dead pedal. So it's going to come up in here and it's going to slide right on top of there. And it's going to sit nice and snug over here. This is where you have some room for adjustment. Again, you can have it sit a little bit farther back if you wanted to. Really, it's going to be depending upon how you ride in your seat, how far forward it is, how tall you are. A couple of factors there. So before I go ahead and tighten that down, I'm going to want to jump in the driver's seat and see how the placement is on there. So maybe I can do this without kicking over the camera. Oh, that's perfect. That's good right there. So now I'm going to go ahead, hop out. We'll go ahead and get this started back on here. Which, not looking so the camera can be where my head would be, makes this a little bit harder. We'll get that on there finger tight. Come up in here. Now I've got even less room to make this work. Maybe an extension on there will give me a little bit more room. So now we got the extension on there, and that is much better. We're no longer smacking into the dead pedal or the brake. Now this thing was fairly tight on there, so I'm going to make sure it's fairly tight again. That's good. It's on a hinge here, so that way it lifts right up. I can slide the mat out. Let me actually pull the camera out so you can see what that looks like. So from here, it lifts up, can pull the mats out, the carpet out, whatever I need to clean, and then right back down into place. So let's hop in the driver's seat and try it out. All right, up and in. We'll try it out. Oh, this is nice. Again, the little details. So this is gonna put my leg in a much more comfortable position when I'm doing those cross-country drives, getting in all those fun places that we like to go exploring. But it also allows you to push yourself firmly back in the seat for when you're off-roading and you're tackling some of those more challenging trails. So this is great, nice and solid. I love it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Be sure to check out the link in the description below. It's gonna give you a link to Quadratec's website that's gonna have my discount code applied for you, so you can save on this as well as any other Quadratec parts that you see on my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.